Bigger engine, more power. The GSX-8R looks like the obvious winner. But beyond raw power, the new updated R7 has a few tricks up its sleeve to fight back. So today, we're putting them head-to-head to see which one actually suits you better. The Suzuki clearly takes the win in terms of power, putting out about 10 horses more than the R7 at a similar peak RPM. It also leads in torque with roughly 10 Newton-meters more. But while the Suzuki is more powerful, its weight does hold it back a bit. At around 205 kilograms, it's 22 kilograms heavier than the R7. Even so, when you look at power to weight, they're actually very close. The Suzuki's extra power is just enough to offset the weight, giving a slight edge. Then in real-world quarter-mile testing, the gap is pretty small, around 12/22 for the 8R and 12.41 for the R7. The R7's strong suit is its lightweight and fairly strong low-end torque. It feels more agile, especially in tight corners, and more lively on twisty roads. The 8R, on the other hand, delivers power pretty much everywhere no matter at what RPM you add. You don't have to shift as much compared to the R7 on open roads, and that strong torque right off idle makes it really easy to ride around town, exactly what you want from a street-focused sport bike. So performance-wise, it really comes down to two different approaches: the Yamaha's lightness and agility, or the Suzuki's strong, usable power. Powering both bikes are parallel twin engines with the same 270-degree crank, something that's pretty common in this class now, giving them that V-twin-like growl and character. What makes the Suzuki more powerful mainly comes down to displacement. It's running a 776cc engine, which is about 87cc bigger than the R7, and on top of that, it also has a significantly higher compression ratio. As for the valve train, both use a conventional double overhead cam setup with 4 valves per cylinder. And putting power down, they both get a 6-speed gearbox with a slip and assist clutch. The 8R comes in 3 color options: blue, orange, and white. The R7 also gets 3 choices: Yamaha blue, black, and a special anniversary white. With the latest major update on the R7's electronics, bringing it close to superbike level, this round is an easy win for Yamaha. With the addition of 6-axis IMU, the R7 now gets cornering ABS, lean-sensitive traction control, wheelie control, engine brake control, and slide control. On top of that, it also comes with ride-by-wire, multiple riding modes, launch control, and a quick shifter. The 8R, on the other hand, is a bit more basic. It gets standard ABS, ride-by-wire, riding modes, traction control, and a quick shifter. Both bikes have a TFT display, but the 8R doesn't offer smartphone multimedia features. Both bikes are built around a tubular diamond style backbone frame made from steel. But when it comes to suspension, the R7 sets itself apart. It gets a fully adjustable upside-down fork up front, while the 8R doesn't offer any adjustability there. At the rear, the R7 also gets preload and rebound adjustment, whereas the 8R only offers preload. For braking power, both bikes run 4-piston radial calipers: Nissan on the 8R and Advix on the R7. They run the same tire sizes, front and rear, and both carry a 14-liter fuel tank. But when you look at the dimensions, the R7 leans more toward a sporty setup. It has a higher seat, lower handlebars, and a more aggressive riding position overall. It also runs a significantly shorter wheelbase, and combined with a steeper rake and lighter weight, it feels more agile, more flickable, and more responsive in tight corners. The 8R, on the other hand, with its extra weight and longer wheelbase, feels more stable and planted, especially at higher speeds on the highway. As for price, the R7 comes in at $9,399, undercutting the 8R by about $300. So, which one should you pick? It really comes down to what kind of ride you're after: something more sporty, or something more street-focused. Both are great middleweight sport bikes, no doubt. But if you want something that leans more toward daily use, commuting, cruising, then the 8R is probably the better pick. You get the bigger engine, which means a wider, more usable power band. Power is just there at every RPM, whenever you need it, whether you're dealing with stop-and-go traffic, overtaking, or speeding on the highway. Plus, the riding position is more upright and comfortable, making it easier on your wrists and back during longer rides. Now, for the R7, it still has plenty of torque down low, but it's a bit more rev-happy once you're out on open roads. You'll find yourself shifting more to keep it in the sweet spot. But it's lighter, more compact, and you really feel that when you start throwing it into tight corners. The suspension is also more adjustable, so if you're thinking about track days, it gives you more room to play with. And yeah, the electronics package is seriously impressive for this class. On top of that, it's about $300 cheaper too.